Alright, so today we're going to look at how to find volume of a prism and cylinder. So if we look at our formula chart, it tells us to find volume of a prism is big B times H. So our formula that we're going to use is big B times H. So the reason I say big B times H and not base times height is because that big B stands for the area of our base. So we're going to find the area of our base first, and then we're going to multiply it by the height or the distance between the bases. Alright, so on a rectangular prism, our base is going to be a rectangle. So our big B will stand for base times height. So we're going to find the area of our base, which will be a rectangle, so base times height, and then multiply it times the height between the bases. Our triangular prisms, big B, or area of our base, will be 1/2 base times height, or, if you don't like your fractions, base times height divided by 2. For a cylinder, our base on a cylinder is a circle. So we find area of a circle as pi r squared. Okay, so when I'm writing the formula, this big B will get replaced by whatever we need it to be for whatever shape we're finding. So to start with our first example, we have a rectangular prism. So my formula, big B times H. So that big B, the big B, is going to get replaced by base times height. So we're going to do base times height of the base times the height or the distance between the bases. So our base is at 3 by 1.5. So I'm going to multiply 3 times 1.5, then times our height, which is 2. Okay, when I'm multiplying, I can multiply in any order I want. Okay, whatever is going to be easiest. So I'm going to multiply 1.5 times 2, because I know 1.5 times 2 is 3. So 3 times 3 equals 9. Because we're talking about volume, our units are now going to be cubed. Okay, our units will now be cubed, not squared. Okay, so that is our example for our rectangular prism. For our triangular prism, our base is going to be the triangles. So I need the height and the base of our triangle. So our formula is big B times H. But big B is now going to be replaced with base times height divided by 2. And we're going to multiply it with the height or the distance between the bases. Okay, so my height on my pyramid, on my triangle, is 6, and my base is 8. I'm not going to use the 7 for the triangle. I would use it when I'm finding surface area because it's the side length for the rectangle, but I do not need it to find the volume. So I'm going to have 8 times 6 divided by 2 times 13. Okay, so 6 times 8 is 48 divided by 2 is going to be 24. So then I have 24 times 13. So 24 times 13 is going to be 312. Because I don't have units on my numbers, I'm going to label it units cubed. And that is my answer. Okay. Now for our example of our cylinder. So again, our formula is big B times H, or area of the base times height. Our big B is going to be replaced with finding the area of a circle because our base is a circle. So that's going to be pi r squared, then times the height or the distance between the bases. So we're going to use 3.14 times pi, or for pi. Our radius, they tell us, is 7, so 7 squared, and then times the height of 15. Okay, you will be allowed to use the calculator for this problem, so I can plug it in. 3.14 times 7, here's your squared button, right here, times 15. So the volume of my cylinder would be 2,307.9 meters cubed. Okay, remember that you have to change the formula to what you need for your area of the base. If you don't, you're not going to get the right answer. Okay, so you have 4 examples. One, a rectangular prism, a triangular prism, a cylinder, and then an extension where you have to combine the 2 volumes. Good luck.